Hello, it's Mr.Brunato here, and in this video tutorial I'm going to show you the importance of doing rotoscoping that is used with Chroma key, specifically using the plugin Keylight for Adobe After Effects. Alright, so basically the starting point of this tutorial is two clips that have already been keyed out. Alright, but there is one particular area that we can't key out because it's not green, and that's the riser that the talent is standing on. So basically the setup works like this. The camera has been positioned very low. Okay, you don't get the sense of dominance because we're taking out the background of the original. And the talent is standing on the riser, and the camera only sees the front face of the riser but not the top face. Alright, so let's go back to the talent. So here is the two clips right here. The talent that's on top of the riser here, and the second clip, which is a little bit more challenging because we have a little bit of green in the mascot's uniform, and basically a hole has been punched in into the mascot when applying the chroma key. Alright, let's go to After Effects right here. Okay, so basically we're going to apply the pen tool to the composition right here. First we have to select the composition, okay, and then we grab the pen tool and we start using the pen tool. If you don't select the composition first, it'll create a shape layer. So I'm going to create like a coffin shape right here with a little bit of space between the feet right here, like so. And everything that is inside the mask is what you'll see, and the rest will disappear like so. Alright, twirl down the composition right here, and twirl down mask, and you'll see mask and mask path right here. Alright. Let's zoom in to say 400% so we can see the feet, and we can make the adjustment to the feet right here. I'm going to use the hand tool to move up. Okay, and basically to get a single anchor point I have to deselect by clicking off it, and then I can select the end of the anchor point. You can see a little bit of the sliver of the riser. Okay, I'm going to move this over. I need to get rid of that part of the riser, so click on it like so, like that. The mask feather, I can apply the mask feather to about 3, and there will be a little bit of a feathering effect on the bottom so that you don't quite see it. Okay, and I'm going to just move this in just a little bit tighter. I click off it, click on this anchor point right here, and move it in like so. Grab the hand tool, move it over, okay, and make the adjustment on the feet right here. Okay. And just move that up just a little bit. Okay, let's zoom out. Okay, and let's go to fit up to 100%. All right, now at some point, the talent's going to walk off the riser, and basically you need the mask to follow the talent. So in order to do that, basically what I want to do is click on the mask path. All right, and you'll notice that a keyframe shows up right here, and that allows you to move the shape of the mask with the person. All right, so I want the mask to follow the talent as the talent walks off the stage. And to move the mask, basically what I can go down the timeline like so. But first I want to zoom in to say 200% so I can watch what's happening with the feet here. Okay, move up like so. And you'll notice that I've moved down the timeline. I'm scrubbing it like so. Go back to the hand right here. Keep on going. Okay, at this point, the foot is going to leave the mask, so I need to adjust the mask. Notice that when I adjust the mask, that a keyframe will appear here instead of having to add another keyframe. So I'm just going to move the mask like so, like this, and move it to just behind the heel like so. And you'll notice that a keyframe has been added. Okay, so basically this process has to take place throughout the duration of the talent walking off the riser right here, so that you don't see the sliver that's just below his feet. Okay, and it's a tedious process, but at the end you won't see the sliver, and it'll be worth it overall for your composition for whatever you're compositing it against. All right, let's move on to another challenge, and here's a challenge right here, which is the mascot. And you'll notice that with the chroma key that has been applied and the mask that's been applied, that oh, it's locked. That there's a hole where the logo is. All right. So we want to concentrate on the whole, and we want to be able to see the entirety of this part of the mascot's uniform. All right, so I'm going to unlock it. I'm going to click on the layer. I'm going to press Control D, or you can go to Edit Duplicate. All right, and I want to marry these two layers together. Okay, so basically to do that, I'm going to click on the bottom layer right there. I'm going to right click here, and I have to bring up the parenting layer. So right click, Columns Parent. Okay, and I'm going to grab the pick whip, and with the pick whip, I'm going to choose the top layer like so. Or I can click on the drop down menu and select the parenting layer. Okay, so basically whatever I do to this layer, the other layer will go with it. All right, so I'm done here. So I'm going to lock this layer right here. I'm going to click on the top layer. I'm going to collapse the bottom layer. I'm going to twirl down the top layer right here and twirl down where the mask is. And we don't need the mask right here. I'm just going to delete it. Okay. And basically what we want to do is we want to apply a mask specifically around the area where there's a hole in the costume because there's green in the costume. All right. So I click on the pen tool right here. The layer is selected. So now I could start to apply the mask like so. Okay. And basically it appears as though nothing has happened until I turn off the bottom layer like so. And we still have the chroma key, which has been applied on this layer. We're just going to get rid of it. Click on it, and then press delete. Now you can see the green in the uniform right here. Now we could zoom in. So I'll zoom in to say about 200%. Okay, and I'll move this over so you can see it. And I'll make some adjustments right here. And basically we have to go through the same process where we want this mask to follow the area of the costume that is green, where a hole has been punched into the costume with the previous chroma key. Again, it's a really tedious process, but in the end, it's basically what you got to do when you can't completely key something out properly with the chroma key. All right, so here's the mask right here. I've applied the mask, and if you could show the background, and it basically looks as though nothing has happened, but I'm going to hide it again. I'm going to twirl down the mask, click on Mask Path right here. Okay, I'm going to start the keyframing process by clicking on the hourglass. All right, and you'll notice that a keyframe appears right here. Now I need to be able to keep the talent. I need to move the mask with the talent, so I have to move each individual anchor point like so. I'll just move it just a little bit more tightly at the top, like so. I'll move it up with the hand tool. Okay, I'm going to expand the timeline right here. I'm just going to go down the timeline just a little bit, and you'll notice that fairly shortly the part of the mascot's uniform will disappear out. Okay, watch right here on the timeline. As I move the mask shape basically, it will make the adjustments and it'll actually create a keyframe like so. And yes, it is a tedious process with regards to making sure that this part of the logo remains inside the mask. All right, so there you have it, rotoscoping in a nutshell. I'm not going to follow this right through to the end. And there you have it, the importance of rotoscoping with regards to chroma key.